World Creators, the first gathering of the Wild Creators Club. Welcome all, none of you. But this is how things grow from nothing into something. I'm going to hang out for a minute and see. There may be someone. It's hard not to get frustrated and discouraged when create something, you know, the reception isn't what you hoped it might be. And especially when you were like maybe kind of excited about the possibilities and it can kind of suck the wind out of your creative sails sometimes when you spend a lot of time. And this is sort of proof of concept. I throw ideas out all the time just to see if anyone else is interested, and sometimes they are, and sometimes they're not. And sometimes I have already invested, you know, time and money into creating things that no one seems to want. Uh, and it makes me question whether or not I want to continue with the thing that I was obviously inspired to create it. I was obviously moved to take action and show up and, you know, invest in a website, invest in the time of building a website and then creating tools associated with that website. Mm, and resources like this time and space of Wild Creators Club. I mean, you either just give up on every idea that you might ever have. Like that's not the way things are created. You know, so many creative people, so many creators have been met with rejection or resistance or you know, things don't always work the first time we try them. And it doesn't mean there's not value or there's not purpose or there's not like a reason why you had the idea. Uh, I think that's a lot of people get discouraged and just quit and just go find a job and they don't bother with following through on their ideas because sometimes it feels like no one cares or no one wants the things that you're creating. And then you start thinking maybe your ideas don't have value, and then you start thinking maybe you don't have value. We all know that's not true. Even if we do think it's true on some level, I think we do know also that it's not true. I know that it's not true, but it doesn't mean you can't feel frustrated or discouraged. Uh, so I let myself feel discouraged for a minute. And, I'm not going to let this time go to waste. I'm still going to make use of this creative time and space. I've created it anyway. So I'm going to get to work on my idea. I'm going to keep working on my idea, keep playing with the idea and refining it and defining it and, relaunching and trying something new. Uh, I think creative people are adaptable and malleable and mutable and flexible. And so will I be now all of those things uh, because that's how we continue to create. And we have to keep showing up. We have to keep showing up as creatives and creators, as people who are dedicated to the craft of creativity, the process of creation itself. This is part of it. This is part of it. Uh, I just have to regroup, reevaluate. I still believe I still very much believe in these ideas that are wanting to come through me. So I'm going to keep showing up for myself. I read this morning art is cheaper than therapy. And it is. And, part of the reason I create is for you, for others who are on a creative path, uh, to help others on their own creative path. And then part of the reason I create is for me, you know, uh, because I can't not. Anyway, I guess a little emotion needed to come out in this time. So I'll just allow it to come out and still allow this time. Hopefully, more people will join me. And if not, that's okay too. It's okay. Because either way, I'm creating the time and space, and either way, I will get some return on this investment of investing my time and space for this hour every week. And that's really all that matters, right? I would love to inspire other people to join me, but I have no control over that. I have absolutely no control over that. Right. I'm gonna get to work. Uh, it's 12:16. I think I would have heard by now if somebody else was going to be joining me. But much love, more soon. See you next week at 12 noon.